Hi, this is Joey with Smooth MTB. I've had a few people ask what a lap looks like at the Quick and Dirty at Barona Oaks. So even though we're going to be going pretty slow here because this is just a pre-run and a warm-up for prior to the race, it's going to be kind of boring, but we should be able to go through and see everything that's going on the course, and if there's anything technical or difficult, we can talk about it, and hopefully we'll see you at the next one. So the section we're going up right now is where the start actually happens. So it's basically all uphill in the beginning, which gets your legs on fire, but it's not too steep. It's just long and your heart's racing because the competition's going hard here. You know, everyone's trying to get out front. These people on the side here are obviously just warming up as well, but we're just taking a little bit easier. We're on enduro bikes, so they're a little bit heavier. So we don't want to get worn out before the race.
Well, I'm just taking it easy.
That's Lindsay, my fiance, over there. So the lap's actually about 4 miles long, so yeah, I mean, most beginner classes you'll be doing 2 laps, and enduro and intermediate 3 laps, and expert you'll be doing 4 laps. The course is really nicely laid out, and it's pretty intuitive where to go, so that makes it nice when you're racing. You don't have to think about where you need to go since it's marked, and it's a really nice path cut. What I did there is just going uphill. It's always good to make sure your shock's locked. It's more efficient, especially on the big enduro bike.
What?
It was a beautiful day. It was about 75 and sunny. Couldn't ask for better weather. So right there is where the loop will continue. That first part that we finished is only the start, and then this is where the loop starts. So this is part of the first lap. All the sections on the course are rollable, so as long as you have confidence and just don't go too slow and tip and fall over, you should be fine just rolling over all the obstacles. There are some very fun off-camber turns, some turns with some nice berms, some with like a little bit of ruts going on, and yeah, it makes it a fun course, really. So As you can see, I'm enjoying it when it gets up in a higher speed, especially on an enduro bike. You have pretty much unlimited traction. There's even a little jump here for anyone that wants to get brave and do a double. It's really simple, and you don't have to do the jump, and yeah, but the option's there.
That side, yeah. Here, follow me.
I'm going to give you a little tip here. If you take the inside, it's going to be faster for sure, because it's really a nice berm in that way. So, and it sets you up nicely for the next turn.
Were you hitting that line last time? It's way faster.
Here we come to the finish line. Once you go through your first time, your first lap will begin. The races have been a really good turnout so far this year, and everyone's been super nice and had a ton of fun. I know on the video the course looks really simple, but trust me, when you're going race pace, you really get your heart rate up there. Last race I actually got my heart rate up to 201, which I haven't done in a long time, so must have been pushing it. I should have stuck in my zone a little bit. It actually bit me in the end a little bit. Legs started cramping, but I was overall happy with the amount of effort I gave and had a great time doing it.
So get to outside and then carve hard inside.
The different color arrows, so the red are going to be what you're going to follow, and the green means basically easier, and that's for the little kids race. It's just two different markings, so you'll follow the red arrows.
Well, we got to remember to downshift, huh? Yeah.
Remember, stay hydrated. It'll help with your cramping, and it'll help you be more prepared for the race. You want to do little sips hours prior to the race and the day before even. Small sips, and just keep it going in. And you know, it's also good to throw in some electrolytes, and yeah, there's other supplements you could do too that can help you retain water more. Hammer Nutrition got some good supplements. That's a plug for them. They've been supporting the series, and yeah, they are out there with a lot of free product for everyone and supporting. So yeah, just want to give them a shout out.
There is no on-course officials.
trail's nice and wide, and there's actually plenty of room for passing. And usually when you pass people, you want to be courteous, and you'll say they're on your left or on your right. And most of the times, people give way and just let you by because one, you're not usually in their class, or two, you know, they don't have much more to give. That's why you're passing them. So it's a lot easier than you think. And if you're one being passed, you should be courteous as well.
What? I don't know why. Probably big turns. So hit right here. So smooth it out. What?
When going race pace, I'm always really trying to straighten out the turns the most I can and carry my speed, especially going into uphills. You know, be on a heavier bike. It's good to get as much speed as you can so you can save a little bit of effort in the beginning of the climbs. Just try to be as efficient as you can be, and you'll do better overall. I was just checking my heart rate and waiting for Lindsay, and we were just cruising. So, yeah, sorry it's taking a little while, but hopefully you enjoy getting to see a view of the track. And even though it's slow, maybe it's good. You can get a longer view of what you're trying to see. For new racers, there's pretty much a class for almost all styles of bikes, even drop bar class. So whatever bike you have, you know, bring it out and give it a go, and you know, just get fully involved in the community, and you'll have a great time. You'll probably learn a few things, and you'll come back the next race, and you'll do better and better each time. So pretty soon here we're going to be getting into some of the rock sections, which, being on an enduro bike, are my favorite sections. And also being a technical rider, I enjoy any little technical aspect that the trail has to offer. So that's where I really shine, is carrying speed through those sections. This guy obviously warms up a little bit faster than we do, but all is good, to each their own. These turns are really fun, the way they have these berms. So, as you can see, the rock sections could look intimidating, especially for a new rider, but
Nice.
there's no issues there. You can do them on a hardtail or full suspension. It doesn't really
That's
matter
gonna
what
be
you
where
have.
you save
As long
time.
as you just keep rolling, you'll be fine.
So on the next big rock section, I want to show you what I was talking about. I don't. You might have already been doing it, but say.
So that guy just came from the
So
kids course.
if you stay right, like even right more than that, like here.
So this line here on the inside is actually just a quick line. It might not be the best for a beginner. You probably want to go around the outside, but you have some line options. And you'll see here we get behind some little kids and their dad, and you can see that anybody can do it. So
What's up, man?
there's also Wild Glass also takes photos during the race, so you can have some pictures of your experience, and it's always great the next day after a race to go take a look at your photos and really see in action. I mean, I enjoy it. My fiance enjoys it, and I'm pretty sure everyone else does. You can purchase them for pretty cheap, high res, or they have different options with some, I don't know, different products they offer, canvases and prints and such. So you should check that out after your race.
Get in the turn early as you can.
Getting pretty close with the lap. I know it's taking a little while.
That's where I hit the bushes.
Like I said, stay the red markers. This guy's going backwards on the course. Don't be that guy. He's probably just trying to get back. He figured it would be a little bit shorter just to go back to the car now and get ready for his race, but we're just going to finish the lap. It wasn't much longer.
That looks like a shortcut. Well, if you're somebody on the outside, you can pass on the inside there. What? Oh. I don't know, maybe. She didn't like those trails that I said that were similar to here. Remember across the street from George's? The one where she ripped her... No, it's not. It's very similar. I've ridden there a lot of times. There was no long downhills there.
I know it's kind of hard to tell, but this is uphill. Obviously, that's why I'm going so slow. But yeah, it undulates pretty well throughout the whole race, and yeah, it makes it really rolly. And you just learn to be efficient. You go hard when you need to and save a little bit for the hills, and yeah, you make everything all right. Just checking the time and my heart rate, just making sure I'll be back in the right amount of time and that I'm not wasting too much energy. As you can see there's certain people that make passes in different sections, you know, when they're in a big rush, or maybe they think it's a little bit shorter or quicker way around. In this case, I think that outside is smoother and a little bit quicker.
All right, these are those hills, I think, right? Aren't those hills coming up? I think the most important thing about these is just being in the right gear. Outside, carry your speed outside. Well, now you know. You'll be in a harder gear because you'll be going faster.
This part's a little bit technical. Just try to get a little bit of speed, be in a low enough gear that you don't stall out because it's a little bit steeper than most of the areas. But as long as you're in the right gear, you should be fine.
So here's the hills.
This is one of the little steeper sections, so just make sure you're in the right gear. You want to stay in an easier gear and you'll be able to climb up it. So these next little rollers, you want to really keep your speed so you don't have to do as much work because they're pretty steep, but you can actually roll through most of it, except for the last one if you carry your speed. So as you see there, you don't really even have to pedal that much. This last one's a longer climb, so carry your speed, make sure you're in a low enough gear, and you're just going to crank it out, and then, yeah, you're up.
They're gonna be way easier today. They're gonna be way easier today.
So we'll be finishing up the lap here in a minute. This is basically what it would be to do that first lap because you have to go through the finish line first, and then this is a complete another lap before the finish line. So this is I'm just gonna stop basically where I started.
Oh, thank you.
So right's where you keep continuing the lap, but we're not going to go that way. I'm turn around, and this is actually the way back to the car. So this was the start uphill that I was talking about. Hopefully this helped you get a better idea of what to expect, and we hope to see you at the next race. So, thanks for watching.
What?